Good afternoon. It's February 21st, 2023, and today we had a downtrend day. And the way I saw it, we had a break up here that wasn't too convincing, but then we had a convincing breakdown here, and prices tried to reverse. It looks like they're failing. We got about 45 minutes left until market close, so um, we'll see. There were some good shorts in here that you could have held on to for a runner. I think we went well beyond a measured move. Yeah. I don't think people were playing that. This trend was just very clear early on, and I think everyone was just playing that. So let's take a look at these trades. Early on, like in the morning, we had this downward bias, but a lot of choppiness until about 20 to 30 minutes after the open, when we get confirmation right here of this trend channel. But even still, it was going sideways, and we didn't come to the bottom of the channel, so it was a little unclear. But anyway, 5 o'clock comes in right about here after this bearish bar. I don't think if you were sitting in here, I don't think you want to take that second entry short. We have two swings above the EMA, so I think you're risking it. But when you get this double test right here with plenty of room back to the EMA, you might take that. And then if you're playing, this kind of looks like a failure right here, but you have a first entry, second entry right here, so that's the third entry. But if you're, I don't know, this is a very aggressive trade. You're going into all that support. So really, I mean, I don't like it, but some people might like it. We come down here and you get a second entry short, but it's hard to tell what prices are doing at this point. So I don't think you can take either of these shorts. Then we go lower, and they try and bring prices back into the overnight range, but they just fail a couple times. So we get confirmation right here. It goes lower. I don't think you can take that lower high. Again, too much support right here. You'd be going low into a double test. You don't want to go long here because there's no room back to the EMA, I don't think. 50-50. Yeah, there's not enough room. And we start bouncing off the midline. And you do technically get a second entry short, but this looks like a double bottom here to me. So I'm not crazy about it. Come over here, you get a double test. It looks like we're going sideways, but you get this. We test it once, and you get a second entry short off that double test. And I think you got to take that with room to the lows. Turns out to be a nice move. We're riding the midline a little bit. And again, we get the same thing. Actually, this time it's not a second entry. So first time it was a second entry. This time it's not, but this is a double test with a very bearish bar. Ticked higher than this bar, so it looks like a trap. And at this point, it's very clear we're in a downtrend. So I say you take that. Maybe you were looking at a potential spike and channel down. Yeah, you can see that. If you're off this close, that makes it look even better. Yeah. Oh, that looks good. Let me make that. And yeah, so that's a double test off the trend channel. We can't make it to the lows after that, and that leads to a break. But then we form this other channel. Here, you get a bounce off the main channel, not a convincing break, and you get this lower high, and that also looks like a second entry short. I'm taking that. I'm definitely taking that with how down the bias is. And this was a strong move down. It's a healthy 45-degree looking trend. It's not like a steep move down. And you know, sometimes you'll get these trends where you're seeing people get chopped up and stuff, and this just didn't have that feel. So I like that one for sure. You get this triple bottom right here. And really, the way I got this yellow channel was just a midline. because you could see there's something going on down here. Probably have it like that. You can see there's something going on there, so you just make the measured move and it comes up to this line. So here you get a failed second entry long that you might take even though you're close to support of the yellow channel. If you don't take that, you get another failure right there. That's clearly going into the lows though, and if you don't take that, you get a second entry short right there. And if you don't take that, you get this like triple test right here. So you might take any of those. With the context of the day, you might take those. We get a slight overshoot, double or triple bottom really. First entry, second entry, that's right off that key entry point. Take that. I'm taking that on a day like today. And it's just congestive stuff, and you can't take this. It's just the first entry. And we fail to come to the lows of that channel, and that leads to the convincing break. You don't want to go long. And then I looked at, I'll move this measured move. I looked at this as a double top. And so when you break below first entry, failed second entry long, I think you got to take that. I think you got to take that on a day like today. Come down here, you get a break, first entry, second entry. And on a mixed trading day, I would say don't take this. This looks like one leg of correction. But again, on a day like today, we're expecting a new low of this channel. You got to take that very bearish signal bar. Looks really good. And we just chop to a new low, and we make this leg up, a break, two legs of correction. If you want to be aggressive, you get a second entry long right there, but I'm not taking that on a day like today. You get a new high, and then it just goes sideways. Second entry below the EMA, don't take that. They trapped a bunch of shorts coming way too late to the party here. And then it's just sideways stuff. So pretty easy trading day if you got in on the early moves. So that's how I saw it. Hope everyone had a great day. I'll be back tomorrow.